As an NFL quarterback, there are many elements of football that you cannot control. If your receiver drops your pass, if your running back fumbles the ball, your offensive line missing a protection, and we could go on all day about how a porous defense can make the task of winning tenfold tougher. But there's one element of football that no one on this planet can control. That would be the weather. And boy, was Mother Nature ready to throw a curveball to the East Coast as Week 4 of the 2026 NFL season approached. The remains of Hurricane Olivia had a direct target on the tri-state area come Sunday, and that meant the upcoming Eagles versus Giants battle was going to take place during a torrential downpour. Giants rookie quarterback Arch Manning is off to a red-hot start to his NFL career, but Mother Nature is ready to send his campaign into a tailspin. It'll take every lesson young Arch has learned from the Mannings that graced the gridiron before him to play this game and live to tell the tale. Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 23 online CFM game. We are now in Week 4 of the 2026 season here in the Premier Madden League. Arch Manning and the New York Giants are off to a great start this season. 3 games, 3 wins, and 3 great performances by the third-generation quarterback. But our trial by fire for Arch Manning continues today as we put him in a heavy rain game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Next week, he travels on the road to face one of the toughest teams in the league, the Seattle Seahawks, in one of the most hostile environments in the league. And if you thought that was a hostile environment, the week after that, we send Arch to Philadelphia to play at the Link, as he'll get booed all game by those rowdy Philly fans. But today, we focus on this monsoon of a MetLife Stadium as we are underway with the New York Giants getting great field position. If you need any indication of how bad the conditions are at MetLife, the opening kickoff just went out of bounds. Heavy winds today. It'll rain all game long. That'll make the ball slippery. That'll make the field conditions pretty rough and rigid to control. But Daniel Bellinger is doing just fine as he's off to the races all the way to the 10-yard line. Next play. Oh, the shovel from Arch Manning to Steven Anderson. Wow. Arch not fazed at all by these conditions and just mixing it up a little RPO game, trying to make the game as easy as possible for the rookie, and I'd say we did a pretty good job of that. Ooh, big hit on A.J. Brown, but unfortunately, the big hit on the quarterback as he tried to let that RPO go by Dexter Lawrence will give the Eagles a free 15 yards, so that'll put Philly in pretty good field position here. Going play action, Drake May in trouble and he lost the ball. Oh, it's an absolute scrum. Hard to pick up that wet pigskin, but it is eventually recovered by Philly. Third down, this is Shipley. Will Shipley getting close to a first down and making this fourth down into a decision that Philadelphia will choose to put the offense on the field. They're going to run the ball. Shipley stuck. Did he get it? He did. Oh, man, I thought we had him, but it looked like he did just cross that invisible line for the first down. Drake May, he wants it all. Isaiah Bonds with the staff, but it's overthrown. There is a late flag, and it's defensive pass interference. I can't believe that, as Trevor Citizen, the rookie running back, trying to take the pitch all the way to the end zone, could not. Next play, Drake May inside, and he scores 6. But I can't believe the Eagles even got that first down and goal, because to me, that was an overthrown ball, uncatchable, should not be pass interference. I don't even know where the PI was on Adoree Jackson, but either way, I figured it was just overthrown and wouldn't even be a flag. But that's the one time that the Madden refs decided to call PI, which definitely shocked me. Oh, man, that blitz off the edge, shocking the rookie Arch as he throws the ball away. That's intentional grounding, and that's going to make this a third down and very long. Blitz up the middle once again. Arch downfield in double coverage, and yeah, that is lucky to not be intercepted. May hit on the throw. That's going to be underthrown and intercepted by Adoree Jackson. Trying to take those deep shots to Isaiah Bonds, and the struggle to throw the ball downfield when the wind is not on your side is definitely going to be prevalent throughout this game. And right now, it seems like in the first quarter, it's disadvantaged Philadelphia's offense. May really struggling. Third down, Arch, he's going to keep it. Design quarterback run, and Manning's got the first down. We saw in the last couple of games that Arch Manning is a legit running quarterback. Not like Lamar Jackson, but if you let him run, he'll get some yards if you're not fully locked in on what Arch can do on the ground. As we hit up Daniel Bellinger. Michael Trigg is out until our Week 7 bye, so get used to Daniel Bellinger. And right now, Daniel Bellinger is getting used to this extended time being our tight end number 1. He's making good use of his snaps right now as we go outside. Rodney Gallagher, he got both those puppies in there. Oh, the rookie Rodney Gallagher continues to impress the more PT he gets. First down and goal, looking outside. That's Mike Will making it happen. Mike Will, a red zone specialist. Not exactly the way we used him there. Usually we're just throwing it up high to where only Mike can get it in the end zone. That time, a little bit of route running. Route savviness paying off. Oh, do not put your hands in the cookie jar. Derwin James will make you pay. And oh, it looked like the Red Seas were about to part for us to get into the end zone. That's what Mike Will tries to do in the red zone, but that ball just slightly underthrown right there, so ends up going incomplete as Bellinger making the catch, filling that Trigg roll, getting a gain of 5 on the RPO. Third down, Arch with the ball. Pressure's picked up. Back in the end zone. Both feet in. Rashad Bateman continues his streak of a touchdown in every game played so far in 2026. And you guys see the wind. 16 mile per hour is up, so when you think about what Drake May is dealing with 60 mile per hour headwind passing the ball, that's what we are going to be facing in the second quarter. So if anything, it's a good thing we got this lead, because offense in the second quarter could be hard to come by, and we might need to rely more so on our run game with Kenan Nwanu. But you saw the pregame pep talk that we had with Arch Manning and the coach. We're still going to try to air this ball out as much as we can. That's what we've had success doing so far this year, off the back foot, and that'll go incomplete as Devontae Smith nearly catches the ricochet. Doesn't matter, though, because we get our second roughing the passer penalty, and we probably have 100 yards of penalty yards right now, which is pretty insane. We normally don't rack up penalties like that as Citizen, a prime Citizen right now, but he is currently an intruder of MetLife Stadium as he gives the away team a touchdown to make it a one-possession game. This is like last week when it felt like we got out to a good start, but the opposition is hanging around. That's what's happening once again as Rodney Gallagher maneuvering his way very nicely for the first down. That was a bad decision right there. We kind of got away with that pass. Second down. Well, that's just a bad pass by Arch. And yeah, you throw 1 or 2 incompletions. Now your confidence is a little bit shaken, and now you're facing a third down. Got to make a quick decision. Downfield. Won it all. That's Stribling, who was surely gone for a touchdown. But Arch missed the mark. And once again, this wind is really affecting the game. It seems like this headwind is giving the quarterbacks issue and causing balls to be overthrown, which is not what you would expect with a headwind, but it seems to be affecting both Arch and Drake May, the young quarterbacks, still slinging that rock right now like they don't even know what the conditions are. That's a nice little check down. Here we go. Philadelphia trying to tie the game on this possession. Drake May way back. Now stepping up and lost the ball. Immediately picked up by Patrick Queen. Here's the scoop. Can he make it a score? Patrick Queen dashing away. Oh, the Eagles wave the white flag. Patrick Queen waltzes into the end zone. It's a scoop and score for the New York Giants defense. I couldn't tell you who knocked that ball out because there were 2 or 3 Giants on that crazy collision with Drake May, who, has to be said, had to make a decision quicker than what he did. You take a hit like that with this wet football, you're going to fumble the ball, and he learned that the hard way as he tries to throw a jump ball, but that's intercepted by Cam Taylor-Britt. But a lot overthrown right there. I mean, passing is brutal right now, so let's just make it an easy pass. In the backfield, Kenan Nwanu, simple screen pass. Kenny! Trying to get the footwork going, but that change of direction is a little tough right now with these conditions. Arch way back, underneath, got it to Bellinger. What a great effort by Daniel Bellinger. That was not going to be a first down unless Bellinger made it happen, and he did. Oh, nice cut by Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler used sparingly in our offense. Kenny Nwanu gets majority of the running back snaps, but you see what Eckler can do whenever we have to spare Kene, who's in the game here on first down and goal, getting a yard. We have all of our timeouts. We're going to let a little bit of clock strip down to about 20 seconds, then burn that first time out. Trying to make it a 3-possession game here, hopefully with a touchdown. Not going to happen. Not on that play. Joey Porter able to break the pass up intended for Mike Will. Here's Arch back in the end zone, dribbling, got it, touchdown Giants. Arch Manning with another laser in this one. And we're still in the first half, but the New York Giants with 35 points before we head into the locker room. That is pretty astonishing given the conditions, as Will Shipley nearly ripped our heart out. But we are going to go into halftime with a 21-point lead, and all things considered, we have to feel good about that performance. Philadelphia was moments away from tying the game, and the fumble resulting in a touchdown for us, that truly changed the tide of this game. And we'll see if Philadelphia has any fight left. Oh, they might have one bullet left in the chamber, but we dodged that one with Adoree Jackson's second interception of the game. Nice return by Adoree Jackson to the 36-yard line. That pass rush really heating up Drake May throughout the game as we try to get a screen pass off. Not quite. Second down. Arch underneath going to Stribling, who's seen a lot of targets in this game. That'll only get us 2 yards. Empty set for Arch Manning on third down. He should have the time. Gotta make the right decision. Oh, that was definitely not the right decision if you're Rashad Bateman, because that really hurt as we settle for the field goal attempt. Oh, and it's only an attempt. It's not a make. No good. I'm not sure we got enough power on that one. Yeah, something went wrong there for sure. The 16-mile-per-hour winds definitely had something to do with it, it must be said. Sean Murphy bunting, catching the errant pass. You can see the intent from Drake May, but that ball simply got away from him. Arch, oh, he is scattershot with his footwork. That was always going to happen. The giveaway right back to Philadelphia, and they'll get the ball at about midfield for their offense to start off, as Trevor Citizen, who got the about 21-yard rushing touchdown for number 21 earlier in the game. This time they fake it to May, bombs away. A.J. Brown with the grab, almost into the end zone. Cam Taylor-Britt at least able to make that tackle, and let's see how hard we can make Philly work for this last yard. A little over 4 minutes into the quarter. May drop back, got him, no, out of the reach. That was A.J. Brown. Looked like he had a touchdown. Maybe not. Third down, and this is going to be a fumble. That's a backward pass and a loss of about 7 yards. And now Philadelphia settling for the field goal, which is good by Jake Elliott. But considering it was first down and goal at the 1, I mean, we have to give the credit for Cam Taylor-Britt. He might have gotten burned, but he didn't give up on the play and ultimately saved us from giving up 4 extra points. And, yeah, Philadelphia just kind of lack of execution there at the goal line. They had a couple of plays that should have worked, did not. We'll be fortunate for that, as Rashad Bateman making that nice catch, able to beat whoever number 2 is on that Eagles defense. I don't think it's Darius Slay. Trying to set up the screen pass, but it's pretty well covered, so Arch just takes off and actually gets 2 yards, which we'll definitely take out of that. Would have been nice to take a big chunk out of that Eagles defense, but Arch missing the pass once again. Here's Arch Manning on third down. Eyes downfield, underthrown again. Whoa! The Stribble God! Oh, baby! What a touchdown! A mussing grab by Deshaun Stribling. A catch he'll never forget. Oh, man. The rain pouring all over. But you can feel the tears of the Eagles' defensive backs giving that one up as Derwin James gets the theft. James on the run back, just outside of the red zone. Derwin James, I believe, his second pick of the day. Stribling continuing to get all the targets in the world. Arch Manning with 5 touchdown passes in this game. That's a fumble. Live football. Who's going to get it? It's Arch Manning, and Arch Manning is in for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. When it's your day, it's your day. Arch Manning, he's got all the luck in the world, it must be said. Wow. I mean, this kid is special. I don't know what else to say. He's just got it. He's got it. There's no way we should have been able to recover that fumble, let alone have Arch pull off the scoop and score. Man, oh man, that had to be sickening for Philadelphia, and that might have been the final dagger in this game. Sean Murphy bunting's interception, well, that could have been it as well. And once again, with the headwind, we are really struggling to get accurate passes out of Arch. 3rd down and 16. We're going to take a shot downfield, but this is way off. And once again, I don't know why the headwind is resulting in overthrown passes. That doesn't really seem like it should be possible, given physics and all, but that's what keeps on happening now. And, I mean, we have the wind, I guess, on our side, if you want to call it. Now we got the tailwind behind us, but it also doesn't really matter because we have a huge lead in this game in the 4th quarter, and we have the backups in right now. Harrison Bailey is playing quarterback 1. We've pretty much rested the starters, calling this one a GG. Now you got Daniel Jones. Yikes. Trying to run a little RPO right there that really did not work, as the field goal was way off and no good. That's our 2nd miss of the game. Poor Blake Gillikin. First couple of misses of the year, never really stood much of a chance given these 16-mile-per-hour winds. You got to be deadly accurate to make those. Otherwise, you miss them and you miss them pretty badly, but that's really the only blemish in this game otherwise, right? I mean, the passing, it was what we expected at the very least, man. We weren't going to get a perfect game out of Arch in dry conditions at some point, let alone in what we were doing here. And as many pass attempts as we had, honestly, could have been a lot worse. That one touchdown we got to Stripling in the 3rd quarter was definitely big because, yeah, that was another bad pass by Arch. But when you play Sim Madden, right, you play in a CFM, sometimes you get a game like this. And for me, it is frustrating in the moment because it feels like we're executing on offense and we're not getting rewarded for it. But, you know, when you look back at it, it's like, yeah, these are the kind of games sometimes why you play in a CFM, because, you know, you get these unique situations and, you know, you got to figure out how to adjust on the fly. So for me, a game like this, it's a bit sadistic, but it is ultimately an enjoyable experience at the end of the day. Looking back on it, like I said, when I'm playing the game, I'm like, dude, stop bailing this guy out. I'm overthrowing touchdown after touchdown here. But, I mean, he had his fair share of rough breaks as well, it must be said, as Arch, I don't know what we were supposed to, I guess we were supposed to pass for over 300 yards or something, and we didn't. I don't know what, but Arch wasn't too happy, but he still got +5 medium and deep throw accuracy for the next 2 games. That's going to be pretty valuable. Now, as far as our rain game, I'm pretty sure we did what we were supposed to do in this game, so that'll definitely pay off. Arch Manning, by the way, was, wow, +30 short in medium throw. His medium throw is going to be so cracked for this Seahawks game. But yeah, Arch got credited for a rushing touchdown in the stats when we did that pitch to Kenny and he fumbled the ball. I guess they're saying Kenny they didn't really credit Kenny with the fumble. I guess it just counted as an Arch run because he tossed the ball and then picked it up back. Like, I didn't even know that counted as a fumble in the stats or what, but it counted as a rushing touchdown, like a 9-yard rushing touchdown for Arch. So at the end of the day, he threw 5 touchdowns and got a rushing touchdown. So, yeah, this man's definitely has a nose for the end zone, but I don't know how many end zone trips we're going to be getting against the Seattle Seahawks. We'll be counting our lucky stars for any we can get. We know this is going to be a hell game as we are underway at Lumen Field. Seattle and the 12s will be out and about trying to rough up Arch Manning and give him his first loss in his NFL career. Arch with a play fake on 2nd down. He wants the shot play. Eyes downfield. It might have been there, but the throw on the run I didn't really trust, so we'll take the gain of 2 on the ground on the scramble instead. 3rd down. Good patience by Arch Manning going through his read progressions and eventually finding the emerging Deshaun Stripling. With a sophomore campaign he could be set up to have with his new franchise quarterback, dishing him the rock time and time again. 2nd down, this is an RPO outside. Kenny taking the big blast, the big spill from Tariq Woolen, but still got a gain of a couple of yards. Kenny will take the sidelines for this 3rd down, and he stepped out of bounds, but it's a catch. It's an interception for Christian Fulton and the Seattle Seahawks, as that'll be an incompletion on 3rd down, and I thought I was going to say punt, but it's going to be a field goal attempt from 64 yards away, and Tucker McCann, he is pure on that attempt, so put Seattle on the board. Scary throw there, Arch. Don't want to play around with that too much. Already got 1 pick in this game, though to be fair, as Kenny gets a nice run here on 2nd down. If that wasn't a pick, it was going to be a punt anyway, so just try to put it to where only Daniel Bellinger could get it, but that's just one of those situations where if we had Michael Trigg, maybe we get it, but we won't know. Bateman! Had to go aerial for that grab, otherwise Yeah, probably could have been a completion. Instead, it's third down, and out the backfield, Kenan Iwanu tripped up by Boya Mafe, but not before getting the first down. Kenan is wide open on the backfield this time. Nice catch and run. Easy first down and a gain of about 20. Arch is starting to find his rhythm now with the play fake. Arch protected. Time's up! And we just got that one off for an incompletion as we go to the triple option, and Arch has shown the fearlessness. He will keep the ball if that's the right read. He'll take the hit afterwards. We'll live for a third down. Back in the end zone. Bellinger. Oh, my goodness. Not that that was going to be a catch in bounds, but we don't have to even think about it because he got blasted in midair and dropped the ball in the process. So we trade field goals with Seattle late in the first quarter. Dangerous ball. Pop fly and intercepted. Bam, Bam Walker, the rookie with his first career interception. Bam Walker playing that second middle linebacker role in our 3-4 formations and doing it pretty well. It must be said, but on the next play, we give it away right back to Tariq Woolen. He can take this pick for 6 easily. Along with being 6'4", Woolen is blessed with game-changing speed, and he definitely shut down Mike Will right there. That was just a dumb idea by me, trying to just I knew it was a cover 0 pre-snap, and I was like, yeah, I'll just try to fire a jump ball to Mike Will. Like, there was a lot of better ideas I could have had right there, so yeah. Put Arch in a bad situation there. Third down and 17, and Kenneth Walker might have just ran the Seahawks into field goal range here. I mean, Tucker McCann made a 61-yarder earlier. This is, quote-unquote, only a 56-yard field goal. Oh, it looked like it was drifting to the right for a moment, but hooked back inside, and it ends up looking like a picture-perfect kick, up and good. Tucker McCann bombs away, making the difference so far in this game as Arch with the drop back on first down, outside. I mean, man, we are asking Rashad Bateman to do some crazy things right now. I can't blame him for not coming up with these balls because, I mean, if he did, I would have to pat him on the back. He already made one crazy catch in week 1. I don't know how many more he's got in him, but for right now, we are making good decisions when we put ourselves in position to make a good decision, right? Once we go through our read progression, as long as we're not predetermining our stuff, you know, third down and 4, go through everything, find the running back check down, so be it. Second down, Arch floating, Kene falling behind to Greedy Williams, who gets greedy for the football, and the third interception of the game already for Arch Manning as CJ Stroud is down by his knees. Aju Laurie, third down and 19, and we'll live with that run attempt. Go at it, Kenneth. Try to get 19 yards. Best of luck to you. As Rodney Gallagher with a solid return here. And he almost paid the ultimate price of fumbling the ball, trying to jump over somebody. Trying to do a little bit too much right there. Well, how do we bounce back from 3 first-half interceptions, right? Because, I mean, you're naturally going to be gun-shy after throwing 3 picks in the game, let alone as a rookie. That might be intentional grounding. That could be a helping hand. No, it's a block in the back. Yikes. It just continues to get worse for us as Bellinger led us stray initially, but able to make that a nice catch and run, a gain of 9 on the RPO. Another RPO here, but that time Seattle not fooled at all, and Rodney Gallagher gets blasted for a loss of 2 yards. Poor Gallagher getting lit up. Third down, off the back foot, looking for Bateman again! Oh, Rashad Bateman! He said, I got you eventually on one of those. Arch! Oh, he tried it. He tried to keep it and blasted up the middle. Didn't work. Second down. This is a handoff. No! Arch with the fake, and backward he goes. Maybe feeling a bit too confident in his ball handling was Arch Manning. And now a second down and goal at the 1 becomes a third down and goal at the 4 with a minute 22 left in the half. Arch with the ball, empty set, nothing's there. Trying to take off, but he's sandwiched down to the ground. And that's a timeout, the final timeout of the half, burned by Seattle. We'll trade field goals once again with the Seahawks. The chip shot up and good by Blake Gillikin, but that could potentially be a missed opportunity. Downfield, DK Metcalf with the grab. But he didn't get out of bounds, so the clock was moving. Seattle essentially had to spike the ball, and you know, that took up pretty much all the time in the half. So the final play of the half, a Tucker McCann field goal, but Seattle essentially just stole 3 points going into halftime right there. Leaving single coverage against DK Metcalf is something that we are just not going to get away with. Something that we cannot do. And the one time we left DK one-on-one, lo and behold, he's running a streak, right? As first down, this is a floater, a chance for a pick, and we got it. Cam Taylor-Britt. He's starting to get red hot, and Cam Taylor-Britt, who led our team in interceptions last year, we know what he can do. Wow! Arch Manning! It took a perfect pass to make that happen, and Arch put it right on on the money. A dime dropper over the head of the 6'4" Tariq Woolen. That'll shift the field position. Now we're in scoring range, but 3rd down and 6. We might have to settle for another field goal unless we can get the 1st down here. This will go to Stribling, but not good enough for the 1st down. It's 4th down and 2 instead as we go up tempo here. Are we going to go for this? Perhaps. Let's get a look at this Seahawks defense first. Oh, he jumped. This is a free play. Arch gets the snap off. It's a 1st down and a touchdown. Deshaun Stribling in for 6. The 1st touchdown of the game finally goes on the board just around 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter. I mean, we had the 1st down with the offsides because it was a free 5 yards. I knew I was getting a 1st down, so I was like, why not try to get the touchdown as well? And we got it with Stribling. If we didn't get that jump, I'm not sure we go for that there. But the jump off sides, the fake hike, once again, another moment where Arch Manning, a rookie, looks like a 10-year vet. As Kenneth Walker, Derwin James, ouch, ouch. You don't want to play around with that stick work when Derwin James is headhunting. It's 3rd down and 3. CJ Stroud on fire. Seahawks looking for the lead right back, but Stroud feels the heat. Aguilar and Thibodeau, man, they are menacing. Look at this. Seattle might be trying the same thing we did. Oh, they did. They tried to get a giant to jump off sides, but instead it's Seattle that gets burnt with the false start. That'll send them 5 yards backward and make the decision a clear one to go for the 4th field goal of the game for Tucker McCann. And hey, man, Tucker McCann's kicking 3s all game. All we got to do is score a touchdown or 2, and we are home free. 1st down out the backfield. Once again, Kenan Nwanu with the catch, with the grab, with the 1st down. And I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it, but Arch, he's starting to lock in a little bit. All right, let's cut that out because Arch nearly just threw a pick right there. A little read option right here. Arch Manning has the brick wall activated, but I don't really know brick wall even works. As we go no huddle, end of the 3rd quarter, probably going to let this clock run out unless we like the look, and Arch indeed does, and he's got the 1st down to Rashad Bateman. And that's a situation where we gave the keys to Arch. Let him make that decision. You either let it go to the end of the 3rd quarter, but if you like the look, you get the snap off. And that's a key 3rd down and a 3rd down conversion that we got. 2nd down, Arch with the ball in his hands, looking for Eckler out the backfield, and Austin Eckler with the great grab. Austin Eckler, obviously a great receiving back, showing his worth. Bellinger breaking the tackle, getting to the 5-yard line. Bellinger's had a good game today. 2 minutes into the 4th quarter, Stribling with a nice cut up field here. It's a 1-point lead, looking for more on 2nd down and goal. Blitz off the edge, back in the end zone, caught. Deshaun Stribling. Oh, baby, what a run Stribling is on. And it could have been even better if we didn't keep overthrowing him last week. But man, Deshaun Stribling and Arch Manning, they have a pretty connection, and it's only getting better with each passing game. Wow, sketchy throw to Noah Fant. That's going to go incomplete in Seattle. They're going to punt the ball here on 4th down and 11. They're going to trust in their defense to get a stop. All we need to do is get into field goal range, and we're feeling pretty good. Rodney Gallagher trying to bounce the punt return outside. Had a chance there for a moment. And Rodney Gallagher is starting to get a little confidence in that return game. He has big shoes to fill given what Kene used to do as a returner, but Kene is now the #1 back, getting a gain of a couple. I haven't really ran the ball much this game, it must be said. But a critical 3rd down. We go to Kenan Nwanu, and he's able to burrow forward for the 1st down as we give it to Stribling. Yeah, I think we're going to take that play out the playbook. I nearly got Stribling on the IR right there. We called a timeout. They're burning all clock right there. Didn't really like that look offensively, so we'll burn a timeout. We have that advantage with the lead, and we come out in a lot better play as LJ Johnson falling forward for the 1st down. Kenny outside with space. Kenny off to the races. Julian Love, the former New York Giant, able to prevent Nwanu from getting into the end zone and daggering the ball game, but we have gotten into field goal range as we hit the 2-minute warning. Solid blocking, and Kenne's ability to fall forward is a lot better than anyone could have ever expected. He gets a gain of 5. Timeout burned by Seattle. Bellinger, he's going to take the touch pass and get the 1st down. That is not going to officially end this game, but make it pretty close. Seattle's going to hold on to their timeouts for now. We're just trying to take away their timeouts and or clock right now. Just not going to put the ball in the air, risk anything crazy. Kene bouncing like a pinball into the end zone. He goes. Kenan Nwanu with 1 touchdown before we hit the road as victors. I mean, hopefully. We still have 27 seconds left here, and Seattle, we'll see what they could do, but It's ultimately not going to be enough as C.J. Stroud killing that play, throwing it away, down by 15. I mean, you got to get a touchdown now, and Stroud instead decides to check it down, which, I mean, cool. Pad your stats with a 2-yard gain, but our Giants will pad the win column and go 5-0. We survive a trip to Seattle on Monday Night Football. And I think that's the best way to describe this outing because it got pretty ugly pretty early, just bad decision-making early on. And, you know, normally when you make those kind of mistakes against a good team, you know, you're not able to recover from that kind of hole. But in the battle of 4-0 squads, our New York Giants ends up victorious and, you know, will end up being one of the few undefeated teams in the league. So, yeah, I think it's like us and the Raiders and maybe one other team on the AFC side. But I'm pretty sure we're the only undefeated team in the NFC. And the way we started off last year, I mean, this is fantastic, man. We were feeling all the pressure in the world in Week 6 last year. I think we had just lost to the Bears in Week 5 last year. Now we're winning a big game against Seattle and, you know, finding all the ways to win the game even when it seems like we should be losing. Now here we go. After surviving Seattle, we go on the road to the Link. The good news is we feel like we have a good handle on the Philadelphia Eagles. We've won most of our matchups. I think we've only lost to the Eagles once this entire sequence of Madden 23 so far, including our win last week. So we'll just try to do what we've always done against Philadelphia, and hopefully that means we could go 6-0 heading into the bye week. But you never take anything for granted, especially in the game of Madden. You never know what crazy hand John Madden can deal you with. Let's see what he's got in store today as we are underway in Philly for the second Giants versus Eagles matchup in 3 weeks. Kenny Nwanu getting what must be said is a rare rushing attempt in this pass-happy offense that we've been leading with Arch Manning, which is a continuation of what we did last year. It's not just because we have Arch and we're trying to let this pigskin fly all around town, but with Arch, it just seems like we're passing the ball and passing it more efficiently. Last week aside, we've really kept the interceptions on the back burner. Second down, looking for the big play, and we've got it. Deshaun Stripling outside. Unfortunately, led a little bit too far to the sidelines, or else maybe that could have been a touchdown, but this could be a touchdown instead. Daniel Bellinger with the cutting of the grass into the end zone. He goes. Daniel Bellinger is probably going to be the only person that's not happy that Michael Trigger will be back after the bye, because he's enjoying life as a starter. He's enjoying catching footballs from Arch Manning, but hey, man, I'm ready to get Michael Trigg back in the fold because what Bellinger's doing, just imagine it being tenfolds better. Third down upcoming for Drake May and the Eagles. They're going to go with the play fake here. May scanning, looking. Oh, man, Drake May really takes a lot of high-risk rewards, and you can see when it really burns him, but sometimes it pays off beautifully, like right here, Devontae Smith with the touchdown grab. That was over Patrick Queen, and unfortunately in Madden 23, Rodney Gallagher nearly did something really special in that return. But yeah, unfortunately in Madden 23, linebackers just don't cover well. I don't know who can cover Deshaun Stripling, but it's definitely not Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the Stripple God, taking the top off the defense for a one-play touchdown. Arch Manning continues his touchdown onslaught on the NFL. Remember, Manning coming off of a 6-touchdown performance just 2 weeks ago against these same Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know how much changed since then, but right now it's looking advantage Giants as Azeez Ojulari gets the first down sack. Third down and 20 now. May outside. Whoa. And once again, you see that gunslinger mentality of Drake May. When it pays off, it's beautiful. Oh, man. But, I mean, sometimes you can really get yourself in trouble, and it just leads to a lot of eventual turnovers. So Drake May's taking these chances. We just have to live with it when it works and just be patient for when it doesn't work, because Leonard Williams injured here, and he looks to be in a lot of pain, so hopefully that's not too serious. Backup defensive tackle Tristan Hill will be taking snaps for him in the meantime. Third down, man in motion. That is Smith, who's been busy so far today. May lets it fly, and it's picked off, and there you see, high risk, high reward. There's the risk. Sean Murphy Bunting, who has been quite the depth so far in 2026. He's loving getting interceptions. He got another one in his hands. That's a late throw right there. Never really stood much of a chance. Rodney Gallagher just taking the hit. That is all Rashad Bateman taking the ball on the catch and run. Oh, the balance of Rashad Bateman as he falls forward. Now, unfortunately, Rashad Bateman's touchdown in every game streak did end last week, but why not start a new streak this week? Whoa! Rodney Gallagher up high, and that high point deadeye of Arch Manning, I might have had a little bit too much confidence in it there. I nearly got Rodney Gallagher's head blown off as Arch Manning positive yardage on the scramble, and it feels good to be able to run with the quarterback again after what we did with Harrison Bailey at the end of last year. Nice move by Kenan Owanu. Shifty movements to the 5-yard line for Kenan Owanu. We have an injury timeout that's going to stop the action. Kenan up the middle on the read option. Not going to get much. Maybe got an inch, maybe two. Kenan going to take another crack at it on second down. And this time, he's in the end zone for 6. Kenan Owanu, the little touchdown machine that he is, into the end zone once again. And, you know, as much as Arch is scoring touchdowns out here, Kenny gets his stabs into the end zone as well. He gets the touchdowns to make him happy as May hit on the throw. He won the shot play there on third down. I don't think only 2 people on a route, and we had it pretty well covered as Rodney Gallagher hasn't gotten crazy returns, but look, if you get 10 yards on a return like that, I could say that's a good return right there. Make a guy miss. It's not a great return, but it's still a pretty good return right there. Enough to make me feel good to continue to have Rodney Gallagher out there as our punt and kick return guys. Stribling making the catch for a gain of 5. Third down, blitz up the middle. Arch hit on the throw and still got it off. Rashad Bateman working back to the football, making the catch. Whoa! Joey Porter, get out of my way. I got touchdowns to score. Rashad Bateman is ready to start a new streak in style, out-muscling Joey Porter Jr. on his way to the end zone. It's 28-7, New York Giants. This is one-way domination as Azeez Ojulari gets his 2nd sack of the first half. Ojulari's off to a torrid pace so far this year, by the way, must be said. And, you know, with him and Thibodeau, it's kind of a coin flip of who's going to get the sack on some of these plays, who gets the quicker beat off their guy, and Ojulari is definitely making that happen. Third down, Bateman again. Nice grab by Rashad Bateman. And you see Rashad Bateman, he's got a huge catch radius. It's just sometimes we test it a little bit too much with multiple defenders around him. Oh, man. And just when we compliment Rashad Bateman, he gets injured. Let's just hope it's not a long-time injury. Oh, it's a run commit. Free play. Free touchdown. Deshaun Stribling, the recipient. I don't know if my opponent expected the screen or that was a mistake, but either way, the play fake paying off well as, I mean, we had our choice of guys to throw the ball to, and, you know, that was the easiest pass to make. I accidentally man, was that Ojulari again? Yeah, Ojulari with 3 sacks as we will take it to the end of the first half mercifully. I could have called a timeout right there. I had a couple of timeouts to call after that sack by Ojulari to try to get the ball back, but it's 35-7, man. I'm going to show some mercy here. We'll go into halftime. It looks like we're pretty well set off for the win, and oh, man, Drake May is not well set off at all. But, yeah, I accidentally spammed the X button to bring Bateman back in, but to be honest, I don't really know how much we're going to be using Bateman for the rest of this game. Try to put him in bubble wrap and get ready for next week at this point as Sean Murphy Bunting does it again. His 2nd pick of the game. I mean, Sean Murphy Bunting surely has to be leading the league in interceptions so far this year. Andrew Thomas is now hurt. I'm just trying to get out of here without injuries at this point, and Madden's continuing to test us right now as we'll await the diagnosis of our left guard. Yes, we have Andrew Thomas at left guard since we have David Bakhtiari at left tackle. And unfortunately, we will not be having Andrew Thomas at left guard for the next couple of weeks. He'll be out for a little bit. At least one of those weeks is the bye, but Bo Hughley's going to step back into action just when we got Shaq Mason back from a multi-week injury. Now Bo Hughley, he's kind of our swing guy out there. He'll go from being the right guard to Shaq Mason's spot to now the left guard for the injured Andrew Thomas. 4th down and 14, Philadelphia going for it because they're down by a bunch. And my goodness, the hat trick for Sean Murphy Bunting, who's doing anything bunting right now. He's hitting straight up dingers right now against these opposing quarterbacks. Do not throw to number 4's range, and the move to the slot, I think is really paying off for Sean Murphy Bunting as 3rd down. We'll get the conversion to Deshaun Stribling, just trying to work clock more than anything else at this point of the game. Arch Manning, a beautiful outing. 350 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think we're going to do much more to that stat line for the rest of this game. Maybe try to get a first down here, passing the ball with Arch. Don't want to take any chances. We're going to take off instead. Arch looking for the first down. Ambitious by the rookie Arch Manning, but not enough to move the chains. And 4th down and 1. I'd love to go for this here, but I mentioned it before. In this league, you cannot go for a 4th down when you are up by a certain amount. I honestly don't know what the number is. It might be 17. It might be 24. We're up by a lot more than 17 or 24. Right now is Rodney Gallagher bouncing the return outside. Gallagher with one man to beat. Oh, and he's beaten down by Jason Kelce, who saves a touchdown. Oh, man, the rookie Rodney Gallagher might have been robbed right there. And honestly, I saw a star. I didn't know who it was. I was like, man, I got to try to shake this dude. And it was Jason Kelce. I probably would have been better off just trying to straight line dash for the sidelines right there. Oh, man, I'm sick I didn't get that touchdown. But that's really our only problem in this game. That's our only doubt that we have in this one. Otherwise, a beautiful outing as Kenny Pickett has checked into the game. At some point, Drake May got benched for Kenny Pickett. Trevor Citizen into the end zone, but it's all garbage time right now. Milk and cookies for our New York Giants. We got the backups in. Another rule to know, once you're up by 28 at the end of the 3rd quarter, you got to sub your backups in so you're not stat padding. So a little bit of Daniel Jones, a little bit of Harrison Bailey, a lot of chewing clock, an interception by Patrick Queen, and we get out of here with the dubs. We get the season sweep of the Philadelphia Eagles. We get the win, our 6th in 6 games, and we go into the bye week pretty happy. All things considered, pretty elated. I mean, very happy. Because this is the dream start so far, man. You ball out, you win games, and Arch Manning puts up big numbers in the process. Couldn't ask for anything better. Arch Manning, 10 touchdowns in 2 games against the Philadelphia Eagles and only 1 turnover to speak of. And another 4 touchdown performance here, and that is going to wrap things up today. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 23 gameplays. Arch survived some of his toughest tests, and we might go on a little bit of a joyride the next couple of weeks after this bye, so we'll see what the limit is for Arch Manning. If it's there, we'll try to find it next video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this one. Subscribe for more Madden 23 gameplays, more Arch Manning action, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.